Are there any other really significant, influential figures for you in your development that I should also hear about, that I would want to include within your story?
Well, I mean, as far as athletes in particular and who we looked up to growing up, as far as those folks who inspired us, Eric Bailey's right up there for me. I mean, I know you're going to talk to him, and I've only had a handful of conversations with him, but he really inspired me. And watching his greatness at the time was really important for me to want to be successful like he was. And and John Cullen too, right? And you mentioned him, Ron Norris. Those are the ones that I think that inspired me as a young person to want to succeed and to I look to. I think Ian was really important. Mr. Rogers was important, but of course my mom and my dad. We're only the sum of the support that we get ultimately. And I was successful because of the people around me. You mentioned my brother; he was great, of course, and my mom and dad were there for me in unconditional love and sent me to these swim meets, and I couldn't do any of it without them, right? So hopefully all of us, all the people you talk to, give credence to the importance of the folks that support them, because that's the critical nature of all of our success.
Can I follow up on mom a little bit there? I asked Ian specifically about mom as well, and I think he referred to her as a great kind of refuge for him, that she was not so immersed in the times and, more so in the love at that point. What was her role?
Yeah, well, unconditional love, right? So dad had some qualifiers, right? So, as far as your swim was concerned, right? So I heard that was terrible a handful of times. And I find myself now as a coach thinking that the first thing I want to say is, here's all the things you did wrong. I learned that from Mr. Edwards and my dad. And my mom was never like that, of course. No matter what we did, it was great. And my wife's the same way with my children, of course. And whereas I'm critical of a swim or a water polo game, mom's always there for you. And my mom was always there for us as a refuge. Now, Ian was a different type of kid, a different type of athlete. Really probably leaned on my mom a lot, but she was just always supportive. Without her, we probably, would be in a different position. But my dad was, gave us a hard reality after a swim that wasn't great. And honestly, I grew from that. Mr. Edwards was the same way. We talked about what you did wrong before what you did right.